Welcome to Gone Rollin, where we all use our degrees to play some D&D. Enjoy our shenanigans, but first, roll the intro. Roll the...
We're back.
Welcome back. So, in case you missed it, there are 4 episodes prior to this one. This is Heart of the Forge. This is session 5. But in case you missed the episodes, which you should go back and watch them, I'm going to go ahead and give a big recap. Here we go.
Okay.
Our story takes place in the continent of Mila, far to the west of Heracor. That's where Velsia is. If you remember Prismagic campaign, that's where that takes place, right? We began in a set of cities known as the Quad Cities: Parven, Wulven, Kirven, and Karopole. Karopole, the biggest, is the only one with a monarchy, and that monarchy has been struggling to produce an heir. For every heir they produce, including appointed heirs, like King Yavin's brother Jacob, they have all mysteriously perished in various horrible ways. An old woman covered in silver scales came to the king and queen, claiming to be a seer who foresaw a prophecy that the eventual heir would be a powerful and immortal king who would lead Karopole to greatness. This eventual king, however, would be hatched from a magical object found deep in a jungle known as the Viridescent Wilds. The king, an old friend of his, Eric, and our dear sun elf, Luca, here, traveled to said jungle, but only Luca came back, holding the sacred object known as the Heart of the Forge. He arrived with the help of Kyrina, a gnome farm girl with a strange grackle fire spirit, traveling to the big city to sell her wares. On the way to the big city, Karopole, the two had strange dreams of old memories. Upon arriving, they ran into a local Owlin cleric of Eberkin, the god of the dead, by the name of Thalin. He claimed Eberkin himself gave the man a vision to help a duo of travelers with an abnormal object. So long he went with them back to Water's Edge Castle. Once back, the Queen of Karopole, our dear Philo's sister, was instructed by the seer to sleep, clutching this object, and the next morning it would hatch into its next stage. That night, however, everyone in the castle had a dream of old memories, but only a select few had a choice in how the memory changed. The seer gained a new vision upon seeing the hatched heart and drew a map to where the heart must go to truly become the immortal king. She also revealed why she came to the queen in the first place, and that is she wished for someone pure of heart to hatch the unknown creature, for all the queen wanted was not a monster or weapon or god, but a child, someone to love unconditionally. The group began travel, leaving the mentally unstable queen, who has gone through almost a decade of heartache and just discovered her husband is missing, in the care of 2 old companions of the missing King Yavin: Ruby, another cleric of Eberkin, and Calix, an archdruid from the town of Wulven, whose lover was also lost in the jungle. That's Eric. He came out with Luca, but then he decided to go back in to look for the king. With the council set up to take over the king's role, the party left, partially reluctantly, to discover why they were chosen to complete this mission to take the heart all the way into a desert far to the south. We open our stage to just outside of Karopole, southward toward Kirven, the city named for wind. The first night upon the road caused quite the stir, as the party had a group dream inside of a memory of Thalin's. Within that dream, only Kyrana was mentally strong enough to dig deeper into a memory of the land.
Totally like that.
Y'all are weak, I guess. Get good.
Mentally weak, apparently.
Yeah, you don't have that mental strength that I do.
Yeah, Kyrana's just built different.
I'm just built different. She's a farm girl. She's
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
built different.
Apparently, my
Those
plus
farm
5 to
girls.
wisdom saves is not enough.
Weak.
Within that dream, only Kyrana was mentally strong enough to dig deeper into a memory of the land, one that gave her a front row seat to the death of an old god.
with some real good notes on it.
Real good notes.
Oh.
Real good notes.
You gonna publish those?
Are
We all
they
get to see the
as good
Ryan
as the
notes?
last time that your Ryan notes came to be a thing?
Not as good. No, this one is my favorite line right there.
Okay, give it to us.
Give it to us.
Moves like Oogie Boogie. It's my favorite line.
Moo eyes moves like Oogie Boogie.
Mo eyes moves like Oogie Boogie.
Also, I did send an invite. It's in your DMs.
You could have said yo on frog.
Yo, around frog. Listen,
Yeah.
it was probably relevant. I don't know.
It was
Alright.
probably relevant at the time.
So, everyone wakes up, except for Kyrana.
Yep.
1 second. Let me get my notes on the actual session. So that was our recap. That's everything that's kind of
I'm just
happened thus
gonna-
far.
There goes Ryan.
There goes my
Ryan.
hat.
I missed it because I was panicking about the other stuff you then proceeded to ask me about.
That's okay. Wow,
I'm
where's
just gonna.
where's all my notes?
Gone.
I
I'm
love.
going. Wait,
uh,
actually,
Yeah, there you go. Just Indiana Jones it.
I don't know if I can
we
get
go.
it to stay like that.
Angle it then.
So this, you guys were brought into the dream world by the creature, the baby, the being,
No baby.
Soren, as the queen calls him,
Oh,
during
there he
Luca's
There he
watch. It was during Luca's watch, and technically the third watch was supposed to be Philo and Kyrana. Well, Kyrana's asleep, and everyone else spontaneously woke up. It is still technically roughly around the third watch time. So went through essentially your entire watch, those like few hours. They're gone. No one was awake for that, except for Corn Chip.
Because
Corn Chip
was
the
didn't
real
come
one,
in.
the bird.
The bird.
Okay,
Was
this is really annoying. So
Nothing happened. I will say
Amazing.
that. Corn Chip.
Thank you, Corn Chip.
We love corn chip.
He's holding a little twig in his beak,
good.
as if like defending the people.
He's
He's got a little
he's got a little twig. He's got a sword.
yeah. He's got a little sword.
Someone make Corn Chip a sword he can have on his talons.
His little talons. Yeah.
Or like those. Like the Guardians of Gahul, they have the metal.
Oh my god.
claws.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a pull.
I was not expecting that reference.
That was a
Oh my
reference.
gosh. I want to be able to see the chat. I can't see the chat from here.
I'm also really sad they never made more movies of that. There were so many books and the books were so good.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
All right, back to the story.
Off topic,
We're
also not sponsored.
Not
Obviously, They haven't
sponsored.
made anything since.
We just birds are cool. Anyway,
I mean,
Alright.
of course, I'll be over owls.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all get jump shot out of this dream, and your heads are pounding as if you were forcibly woken up and pushed out of this. Kyrana is still asleep, and oh gosh, does anyone have a passive perception higher than like 11?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, everyone, I think. You guys notice that Kyrana is asleep, but you can see her eyes moving underneath her eyelids.
Oh, lovely.
Like-
She in that REM sleep.
Yeah, she's in that REM sleep.
Philo, are you okay? Right.
That was not pleasant.
I'm gonna like shake Kyron a little bit, be like,
What in the world was that? My head.
You still breathing?
She is still breathing. She's not waking up though. And Cornchip jumps off of the little wagon, flies down, and starts pecking at Kyrina. It usually works to wake you up. It's not working right now, and I have an eyelash in my eye. Oh my god. Yeah, he's pecking, and Kyrina's not moving. Well, she's moving, but like not in response to.
I'm back to my normal self, right?
Mhm.
No, you're still a child.
Not again.
Not again.
The times that we
Oh, cast detect magic. See if you can even see anything on her. She's still dreaming. Maybe there's something going on.
she cast detect magic.
Okay. You see little bits and pieces shooting out of, usual stuff that Kyrina has on her, but mostly now divine magic.
Is it the same as the egg?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any like strands of like magic they would see going from like the orb to Kyrina or her back? Like any like weird connection?
I would say yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Dream stuff.
Yep. I don't know if we can do anything. It's able to make me fall asleep, and I'm an elf, so...
We never tried to wake any of us up before.
Doesn't seem to be working.
I don't know if we should have dropped it.
Yeah,
Whatever
that too.
is happening.
Why is she still in it? We were all in the same one.
You just built different.
She's just so mentally strong, and we're all so mentally weak.
Maybe different ones. People are supposed to be in different ones. Or certain people are supposed to learn certain lessons.
Maybe.
It's targeting me.
I guess we can just wait.
That's the best that we can do.
I don't know what else we can do.
Is there any other like senses of magic, traces of it or anything, or is it just those two?
There are, if you look closer, can you make an Arcana roll for me?
19 plus 4, 23? 23.
That's so tiny.
What? Oh, wait.
Yeah, like, that's so.
Because I usually keep it like halfway so that I can do things on either side.
Okay.
So
I was just like,
the little
what?
bits of magic coming out is overwhelmingly divine. But if you're looking closely at this, and something in you, like as if there was like an electrical pulse awakens from your chest a little bit, right in this area specifically, and you feel it almost in your bones, kind of like as if something is rattling against your bones. It's a strange feeling, but it's like you're being tased a little bit.
You
Is
know
this
how
a
it
similar
feels.
feeling
It's
of what she has experienced before having a wild magic surge by any chance?
No,
No. Okay.
this is new. This is new.
That's concerning.
New's not good.
And
She's kind of like looking at her hands and like looking around at herself, being like, "Okay, hey, what's going on?"
Okay.
Are you
What?
feeling
How are you-
alright?
How are you looking at Kyrina? Like, how are you facing towards? You're facing towards her.
Yeah, she was facing towards her, and then like as she started feeling that, she was like, she's still facing towards her, but she's kind of like,
Okay. So as you are doing that, you realize if you move your hands away from her, they're like normal, right? But you can phase them back in front of her, and you can kind of see like it's as if it was glass through your hands, and it's like you can see exactly what magic it is. Like you can ping, this is divine, and now you can see there are traces of illusion.
You just have like
And
cool
conjuration.
glasses now.
yeah, you see her, she looks horrified.
But is it like affecting you?
If you look at her, you realize that her eyes are different.
Yeah,
in a
she
sense,
does this, and then she does this, and then she does this. Several times.
Philo has green eyes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So instead of like her normal green eyes, they're instead black with blue irises.
Why are your eyes black?
Don't
Step away, step away.
No, but I can. She kind of gets backs a little bit further away, so her hands are further from Karina. But so then she can kind of cover her entirely, so she can see almost
Okay.
as if
Got a little window.
rather than this, where I'm only blocking part of Ryan. I'm blocking all of Haven right now. She's essentially trying to do that of using her hands to cover all of Karina to see what she can see.
Okay. Okay. So as you do that, you can see now there is a presence next to Karina, and there's two actually. There's one, and it's a silhouette of the child. This one's, you guys know this one. It's just the same kind of on fire flame silhouette, and it's heavily tethered to the orb. And it is the size of a child. It's not like a grown person, but a little guy.
That's a child.
Oh, okay.
The second presence is, you kind of equate this to, he's a fire spirit. Cornchip is on fire. He is completely as if he is made of fire.
Bird on fire.
So Cornchip's just on fire.
Yes.
Bird is on fire.
But if you move your hands down, he's just still
He's just a bird. What in the bloody hell?
Are you okay?
Yes.
Keep looking at your hands. Are you alright?
Why is Cornchip on fire?
Cornchip looks
Wildfire
fine
spirit.
to us.
She grabs Luca, puts you behind her, and then holds her hands up. Can Luca see if he is looking through her hands
Yes.
behind her, he can see?
I can see
Yes.
through her hands.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Can you roll? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see
What
what
is
kind
it?
of roll this would be.
I can see through her hands.
And you can see the same thing that I'm seeing, right?
Yes.
You can see Cornchip on fire in the
Cornchip
child.
is on fire.
Here!
I'm gonna start walking that way. Also, before I got on the other side, can I see through the hands from the other side?
One way.
And as soon as you are within reach of her, she grabs you and pulls you around her and shows you.
Don't yank them around.
I don't trip, we're fine.
Yeah, you see the same,
It
same
dies.
things.
Ragdoll.
You see the weird on fire bird and on fire child and Kyrena being weird magic stuff right now, and also her hands are see-through.
Why is
Earlier,
the key
when you
here?
were telling us about your magic effects that you had, is this one of them?
This is new.
This is new. This is very new. I don't know what's going on here.
And the child is holding her hand. By the way, I'd like to say yes.
Oh.
If you remember from the vision,
Yeah.
Karina,
Holding hands.
they were holding. He was holding
Is he
your hand.
kneeling down next to
Mhm.
her?
Yeah.
And we're tethered together. What?
Mhm.
I'm tempted to go try and touch him.
I guess I have a kid now.
Yeah. Philo's gonna slowly get closer, kind of keeping one hand up to block her hand so she can still see everything, and then kind of reaches out to tap the child on the head to see if he's.
Not even the shoulder, just straight the head, just.
No, just like a little bap, bap, bap. Are you there? Are you here?
Anybody in there?
Hope's deciding what to do now.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
We were gonna go touch it.
No, it's more like. Can you roll a religion check? for me?
no. Roll religion for head pats.
Roll for head
The religious head pats.
Oh, that not probably happening. That was a 2 for a total of 4.
All right. As you do this, for a split second you feel but then, oh my god, you feel it's on fire. Oh my god, your hand.
Oh!
Oh my lord. Oh my god. It's as if you just put your hand on an open stove.
She looks at her hand. Is it burnt?
It's not it's burnt a little bit, but then it just fizzles back. So no head pats. No head pats allowed from you.
She's gonna try to get closer to Cornchip and like hover her hand where she sees the fire over Cornchip.
Dude, Cornchip is gonna bite your hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna get injured, not because of the fire. Because Cornchip's gonna go, ha!
Okay, roll animal handling.
Oh,
Just was different.
bite your hand.
Oh boy.
This one, thankfully,
I thought about
much
making animal
higher.
handling for the child, and I was like, that's bad.
17.
17? Alright, let's see. Okay, yeah. It's Cornchip. Initially, like, the flames you feel, you're like, oh god, it's gonna burn me again. But then you go through it and it's bird. It's
bird.
It's
It's bird.
just Cornchip.
This is bird.
Yeah.
But was there any feeling of like
There was warmth. Yeah.
You get that bird side eye.
You,
Yeah,
you
quite literally.
perceive the bird.
Yeah, I just like to imagine right now she doesn't have a hand over her face and she's just it's just a bird.
From you two's perspective, as she's doing this, you notice that her hair, as it's going from like her normal hair color through the tips, like through the bottoms of it, it's now just flowing into as if it was the night sky.
Have I ever seen that before?
No.
Yeah.
Is any of this normal?
No, this is all new.
So the eyes, the hair.
Yep. New.
I mean, you would know that her hair does typically change with every form that
Yeah.
she has.
I don't know if she's getting like a new form or if this is just the orb.
She's enthralled with everything going on in front of her.
We're
She's
just watching her like,
She keeps poking at different things. So like anytime that she sees anything weird about Kyrena, she's kind of just sitting there going like poke.
let the girl sleep.
Us looking at them like they're off their meds.
Oh gosh.
Alright, well, I guess
She's then after doing that gonna proceed to kind of look around. She's actually gonna look at both of you and see if there's anything fucky going on with either of you.
All right. So as you look at both of them, let me go one at a time here. So Luca, specifically, you don't see really anything. You know how like Kyra's like bursting with magic. Luca doesn't seem to be bursting with magic in the same kind.
I'm bursting.
But
with
there
magic.
is a small kind of like if you look right here, there's like this little mark that looks a bit like a leaf. It's on right here, but that's pretty much it. It's a little gold pulsating, and it has just little bitty like remnants of divine magic coming off of it.
Huh. Okay.
Dallin, on the other hand, he has these markings on his hands, like around his wrists, and they are light green in nature. They're almost like bindings. And you can assume, no, you can assume that is reminiscent of Cleric of Eberkin, of being bound to some sort of god. You've never done this in front of a cleric, so you can assume that
Yeah.
yeah. But that's all you get. And then there's like little hints of divine, you know.
The orb is where the child is, right?
Yes.
Also, there's probably like internally, like inside of like near their chest, probably 3 little motes of a little bit of magic.
You're right.
She's gonna kind of slowly start to just push you guys towards the orb, and then look at you again to see if there's any difference.
what?
Why are you?
We're
Just
doing
let it
science
happen.
over here.
Doing science over here.
Weird.
Wow, thank you.
You have a mark right here.
What?
You're like a leaf.
What?
You have a leaf on your neck.
You don't feel anything.
It's branded on you.
What?
And you have brands on your arms.
I do know about that, right?
No, you don't know about that. You do not know that.
I have.
Can
What am I?
you, like,
Could you repeat that again? Sorry.
Draw them or something?
She can actually. She doesn't have painter's tools or anything like that.
Mhm.
But I would assume if she's
She can just put a piece of paper up and trace.
No, I was gonna say, since she has cartographer's tools, I would assume that means she'd probably be proficient in, like, general drawing stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she could probably... Before she does, she actually looks at her own stuff and starts looking over herself. And specifically, you'll notice that she immediately looks down and starts, like, looking over herself. To see if there's anything weird that she could possibly connect on how maybe...
Whoa. I'm gonna grab her hand and look at that.
Oh,
I
right,
see.
because yeah, you can look through her hand and see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do I see Talon's little
Weird
shackles?
brands.
Yeah, he's got the ribbons on him. And if you look really closely, there's little bugs. Little bugs on him.
You have bugs. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
You have
Can
bugs.
you describe what you mean by that?
Hit Philo. Just let him look.
Oh, yeah, you...
He can see his own hand.
Sorry, I can't show you your neck.
You're right.
I guess I can see them now.
Yeah. If you look very closely, you can see that the bindings on these ribbons, if you ever seen like washi tape, that's kind of like what they look like a little
with
bit.
little bugs on it?
Yeah, they got little bugs, but it specifically is the life cycle of a butterfly going
Aw,
over and over and over
cool.
again.
That's adorable, actually. You just got
Yeah.
washi tape bracelets.
Yeah. It's kind of creepy how like he has feathers there, so you think like, oh, it's gonna be kind of like 3-dimensional. No, it looks like it's just flat bands on him. So
Right, can you still draw the leaf?
First, cover your face. Please look at me.
Do I see anything where I would expect to see something?
yes,
Yep.
it's the shape.
Yep.
Is there anything else anywhere?
Pretty much nothing else besides that, but it reeks of divine.
Yep.
Cool. Great. Lovely. Why do you have a leaf on your neck then? And
I don't know.
she does start like take out a piece of paper and start like just sketching it down what it looks like.
Have I ever seen this symbol before?
No. Does anyone else? Well, does the other person sentient right now look at the leaf?
Oh, I'll look at it. If there's any religious.
Can you know
Yeah.
what it is?
Yeah, you can roll religion.
Oh, I can't roll religion.
You're not awake.
God.
No.
I'm sleeping.
You can. We'll see what
I
happens.
just haven't really had DC or what.
Actually,
So-
yeah. Courtship, do you
That-
recognize this?
Corn shit.
So that's an 8. That's an
Celestial!
He does those
that's an
celestial.
18 plus 1, 19.
Okay.
Here, you said religion?
Yeah.
There's
Do you think she's not gonna ask the creature that knows
9.
celestial?
You don't know what this is.
That's a leaf.
So
Sure is a leaf.
I will. I'll go with cornchip first. I'll come back to you.
Corn
Corn
chip's
chip?
more important.
You look at
Yes.
you look at through cornchip looks at it. He's just kind of goes.
Was that like I spit on thee or I don't know?
He doesn't answer you, and he stays near Kyra.
He's a bird.
Yeah, he's a bird.
He's a bird, man.
Speaking of other birds,
What does this bird know?
Helen, you recognize this symbol? Oh, you've seen it before. It belongs. What god has this? What you're like thinking like, oh man, it's not one of mine. It's not one of the ones that I frequent.
You've
But
been
there is-
branded by a god?
But there is. Oh gosh. There it is. You remember that one time that you came across followers of, oh gosh, you can't remember exactly what it is. Because I can't remember what it's called. Give me one.
I thought you were gonna buy me the Rana for a second. I was like,
Zva.
you may be on
Zva, help
something.
me.
what?
1 second.
She's gotta go double check her
Yeah.
notes.
If I had a nickel for every time I had a character down to Lorana.
You'd have 2. So you remember talking to a few clerics. Sometimes nowadays, since the queen was having issues, she had tried many a ritual, etc., to get a child, to bring a child into this world. And one of those things she did was she prayed to the angel of Lorana, which is Ulabaran, which is the protector of infants and mothers. And you remember that these clerics had symbols of these little leaves that were wrapped around their necks, kind of like how actually I'm wearing my necklace right now, but instead of like a ring, it would be a token with this leaf on it. And that was the symbol Lulabaran.
Does it look like the leaf's in a spot? Like, assuming, like, if you had a necklace around your neck, like, it would have to imprint, like, right in the spot where it sit.
No, it's actually off to the side. Like, kind of realistically, like right here.
So a place where you would have a hickey.
Oh.
I was gonna say running away, but for some, I don't know.
That was my
I'm
first
just
thought.
gonna leave. Goodbye.
I was like, when you first started describing something on his neck, I was like, oh my god, is there a hickey or a vampire bite there or something?
Vampire! Vampire!
That was my first two thoughts, because that's like right where you would usually see
Oh
something
my
like that.
God.
Is a Olabrand?
Yeah, Ulabaran. I'll spell it for you guys.
Yes, please.
Ulabarban. He is the protector of infants and mothers.
I'll probably have to get you to type that later.
Oh, okay. Protectors of infants and mothers.
Here, let me see that. I think I recognize it from... God, what was it from? I know they came by the temple for a little bit. I think it's Ulabrin.
Who?
It's an angel of Lorana. They are the protector of mothers and infants.
I look at the orb. You did this to me.
Do you think it happened because the stuff in the forest?
What the fuck happened in there? I
As-
wonder if Eric has one.
It could have also been something you were born with or got when you were young.
I don't remember ever coming. Do I?
You or your
No.
parents ever devout of
No.
Ulabrin or worship them in any capacity?
My dad's a wood carver. My mum's a druid.
They still could have worshipped. You do not need to be a cleric to do so.
Not that I know of.
She wasn't in a group of typically worshipped gods and goddesses where we lived.
And she's from Soulfire, so if anything, probably prayed to Balami a few times, but
As you're having that crisis, someone wakes up.
oh,
And just for reference, now we're getting closer to the morning. If the watches continued, right, now it would be on the last one. So Philo and Thalin is what you guys originally planned. Karna, you wake up. And just as a refresher of what you saw there, you saw a being that looked like a wishbone, completely, but made out of light. You know what a wishbone looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Reach down from the sky, land on this giant piece of and there was a second being that was green, had multiple mouths all over their body, but still seemed to have eyes just hidden as a mouth on their body. Because when that other being, which seems to be named Rayla, as that is the name that you got, Rela, went down and killed this creature, whatever this other person was. And that person, that god, broke into pieces of metals and jewels. And that person was sculpting little guys that looked like goblins, goblinoids, that sort of thing. And right as you were about to wake up, or maybe this is the thing that caused you to wake up, you're not quite sure. This giant being that looked like what we would recognize as the Loch Ness Monster, or something akin to it, with webbed fingers and scales like a fish, handed you something that looked like it was made from the same. It was an eye. They took the eye
Was it
from.
like a disc or something?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Yeah.
It was. They took the eye from the fallen person, turned it into some sort of disc, handed it to you, and it reflected off the same kind of pattern that the child's, like the orb, gave off, and then you woke up.
Can I see if I have it on my person?
Yeah, you wake up and there's nothing in your hands.
Also, Karina.
Karina!
Or, sorry, not
Karina!
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 Kyrina, sorry.
Karina!
Kyrina. You probably see a really weird, something really weird when you wake up. 'Cause what you probably see is Fallon, like, having, like, kind of moved a little bit of fabric away from Luca's chest.
Holding
a little closer.
Fiegler's
With Fiegler's hand over my eyes. That's the vision you're getting right now.
Yeah, it's probably a really, 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 really weird one.
Yo, what's
Oh,
going
look
on?
who joined us in the land of the living.
Awake.
Elo immediately
Do I
puts his
wanna
hand
be?
over her face, looks at you.
Oh
Like she lets Fallon keep the one, but then she takes the other one.
I probably stopped looking now because I already told you.
God! Alright, can we calm down, please? I'm having a time right now.
Oh, having a time.
The connection that was there has been severed. It's almost like you can probably make the connection. You're smart enough to make the connection that connection is because the Karna was in the dream world.
No, yeah,
And
she's
now
now
it's-
just interested. Is there any weird branding on her?
Is the kiddo still there?
The kiddo is like you can see, like you would see this. It would morph and then it would go back to the orb. It's almost like they don't have it is that they have no form unless they're
In dreams.
in dreams.
Hmm.
Yes, Karna does have echoes of divine magic, and various other things that Karna would normally have. So
She's gonna start like looking all over you, being like, "Okay, do you have a brand as well?"
Okay, calm down.
No. Wait. He had a leaf. He had branding. I have branding. I want to see if you have branding.
Sure.
We all have a brand.
I don't got it like a brand deal if that's what you're asking.
She's like,
oh boy.
I was unaware of my
what are
brand
you-
deal, so
are you
you
doing?
never know.
Roll. Do you allow her to do this?
I'm like.
You might allow until they start to look for the tramp stamp.
"Oh my god!"
I'm just kind of like, it's happening, and Kyra's not outwardly resisting it, but she is kind of like, oh,
What the
Like,
hell?
what is going on?
Okay, if you are doing that, roll investigation for me.
Okay. And the dice today are really just saying high, low, high, low. It was 5.
5. Okay. Yeah, no. Before you even get a chance to see anything significant, Kyrana's like, whoa, 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 not here. We're not there yet.
alright, can
Yet.
we calm down? Stop manhandling me.
So, none of us realized that we had a brand.
Well,
Okay, they didn't realize they had a brand.
Right, sure.
And I saw one. And so I was trying to see if you have one that maybe you don't realize because we don't know what's going on.
Sure,
she
I-
clean.
I can't find any if she doesn't let me check her entire self.
Congratulations. What'd you see? We all woke up after
Also, your brand was on
Alan's
fire.
thing.
Yeah.
Normal activities.
He's a strange bird.
Yeah?
Yeah. So what'd you see?
So it's a little funky. There was a wishbone shaped creature that came out of the sky, full of light, bright as the sun, and like y'all doing all right over there? All right, calm
Keep
down.
going.
All right, so it meets with this other creature. It's green. It's got so many mouths. It's got eyes, but they're like kind of there. Moves real funky. Like it was real funky. They had a conversation. And then this green creature is making little guys, and they look kind of like goblins a little bit. And the wishbone kind of creature was named Rayla. And then the green woman falls, and the wishbone person stabs her, and she like cracks open into all like rocks and crystals and jewels, and they all fly in different directions. And then the wishbone creature, which now kind of looks like the Loch Ness monster.
You know what's,
Canon.
you know what's funny?
What? No.
Loch Ness is a canon location.
It's a cat.
Well, actually, guys, you know what's really funny is I think it is. Hold on.
What?
Loch Ness.
Yeah, hold on. Keep going.
And then it looks at me, and it grabs one of the eyes, which turns into a disc, and they hand it to me, and say remember, and then I wake up, and I'm here.
This is just too fucking much.
It's
And you said we were weird.
interesting. I'm assuming it's
I've had a
The
rough day,
orb.
and it's 5 a.m.
It is. It is 5 a.m.
So like,
So far to the east, there is a thing called Lake Loch.
Like
Yeah, me and Trevor kind of lost.
the Lake Loch monster.
it kind of looked like the Lake Loch monster.
The Lake Loch monster.
The Lake Loch monster.
We kind of lost our
Kind of fun to
creativity
say.
towards the end of the
Okay,
map creation.
Right, so
I'm not surprised that you had.
Oh, whoa.
What was that?
But yeah, I'm not surprised that the rest of the dream that we missed out on was bizarre.
yeah,
As
you
the
were
first half was already
asleep
bizarre
Sure.
enough.
and we couldn't wake you up.
Yeah, I mean that seems about right.
And Philo saw the fire child holding your hand, just kind of like watching you.
Yeah, and
So we
then-
just let it
The fire
happen.
child
'cause
was
we
holding my hand in the dream too, so
Oh,
okay.
it was there.
continuity. Cool.
Yeah, we were having a bit of. Is it still there? Is my hand still transparent?
You know, given that the sun, I would say, is starting to rise, no, you can see some of it is going away, and a lot of the effects of you
Mm-hmm.
looking like you're made of stars, essentially, going away seems to be matching the sun rising.
Well, I guess we'll find out if that's a new thing or if it's just the orb thing.
So I was gonna say, here, you could look, and then, yeah, it's.
Here, you
Nice
could
girl.
look. Yeah, hold that hand.
Sure.
Right.
I promise, I'm not crazy.
No, we're all having a time at the
Well, I
moment.
think we're just all crazy. I think we're in like shared psychosis or whatever it's called.
Maybe.
Well, none of that was great. I'd prefer not to do that again.
I hate that old woman. She's the reason we're here. Anyway,
Right, so now we're
final watch.
all up.
We should probably continue to just rest for a little bit, get some food in us, and then head out.
Yup.
Oh, I don't get up the cart today. Any of y'all can drive. Alright.
Cornchip also has happily nested himself in your hair.
Aww.
He seemed to be concerned for you.
Yeah, hey buddy. I give him a little scratch.
He accepts it. He is now lodged in your hair.
Oh great.
He will not leave.
Is there trees around?
Yeah, there's trees.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Go ahead.
I lay up against, I like lean up against a tree so that I don't like
Yeah.
topple corn chip out of my hair, and I just.
I'm gonna look at the map.
Something about Petey also.
Yeah.
Yeah, Petey right
Petey's
there.
on your head.
Granted, Petey's a lot bigger than Corn Chip is.
And also,
Paper mache.
and also like red and yellow.
Shh, it's fine. Well, no, it's the colors of fire.
Exactly.
Yeah, but corn chip is still like just a
grackle.
Yes, I
grackle.
know.
Is he just a grackle?
Well,
Find out next time on Gun Roll.
we're not done yet.
Felix gonna like look at the map and see and be like, could one of us reasonably drive the cart without driving it into like a lake or off a cliff?
And Hyrna just goes, no.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll be fine as long as we let them rest a bit more.
I just need a nap.
Right.
You should rest as well.
Yeah.
I rested plenty.
Just go to sleep. I got sleep during my watch, so I guess I'm fine.
I also got sleep for the first 2 watches. And I was supposed to be up for the second 2.
I don't even need sleep, and I got some, so.
Even me.
I need sleep, not me.
Oh yeah, because he's crippled. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
y'all.
Because he's a
He's
bird.
nocturnal.
Yes, and it's
Actually,
almost daytime,
owls
so
are
he should go to sleep.
Anyway, nobody
having-
has to sleep if they don't want to, I guess.
Oh man. Oh man.
I'm just gonna, like, I don't have anything to do. I'm just gonna sit here.
Because I'm assuming she got her long rest beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she just used a single spell slot. She's fine.
Right, so.
All right. Well,
I will
This-
be staying up for the final watch as well. I'm
And-
not going to go back to sleep. There's no way I could.
are you genuinely going to start paying attention, like as if you were on watch?
Yeah.
Does anyone join him?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I need all 3 of you to roll perception for me.
Nothing
And you
else
all
to
fall
do.
asleep.
Yeah, just.
Roll some wisdom save. No I'm kidding.
I think it's so funny.
Natural 20 plus 5.
I got,
We might need it based on
I got
Hope's
18
reaction.
plus 6, so that's a 24.
Ooh.
I mean, you both just...
25 and 24.
Okay.
14.
14.
It's
you
not,
all-
it's not bad, but I'm
Yeah.
distracted.
You all notice this. You two, notice more people like getting ready to pack up, head out, like far in the distance. You guys parked pretty far away from everyone else at this area. But there's someone that is not being very slick. Maybe she was earlier being slick, but now that you're actually paying attention to your surroundings, you see this woman that seems to be dressed in very strange looking robes. Like, it's not common dress for this area. And she has black hair, and that's all you can kind of make out before she realizes that you perceive her. And she runs off.
Was she, like, approaching?
She does not trip over a branch or anything. She successfully.
Can I take off after her?
You guys gonna run after her?
Yeah.
Was she, like, approaching our camp?
No, she was just behind a tree.
Like,
Watching.
us? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Watching us sleep, like-
She seemed to have like notes.
About us.
Just a little. Just a little
Philo
peek.
takes after her, and then proceeds to Misty step towards her.
Oh my god.
This girl's taking notes on our wacko psychotic breakdown over there.
All right. See, here's the fun. Let's see. Oh man.
Hope like you're ruining my
You see-
encounter.
Hold on 1 second. I need to check. Okay, awesome. Okay. So you get there. You Misty step in front of her. She turns invisible.
Grab the notebook.
Throws chalk dust in her face.
Oh my god.
No, she purposely had this attached to her
sand.
You hear,
Buckets in.
you see it cover a silhouette, like, you see it, like, highlighting certain areas of her, and she's, like, kind of coughing, but she's running as if it doesn't matter.
She goes after her and tries to grab her.
This is becoming the
Wow.
whole thing.
That's a show.
That is.
I told you it was coming handy!
That's.
You did.
That.
Alright, goes to sleep and
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is great.
Well, you guys, you're having a sleep
I'm trying to make tea.
Yeah, we're having tea.
because you're having tea.
You're not gonna come out try to make sure Felix doesn't get
I'll
herself killed?
stand up. I'll be back for some tea and just start walking over there.
Oh, I need to see which of my forms I have, by the way. Hold on.
Yeah, go for it.
Because it's a new day. Technically, I can choose, can't I?
You can roll or choose. Actually, now that we're into travel session, you have to roll.
Yeah, I have to roll a crap.
Also, just to let you guys know, today is
Oh, I got the one I wanted.
Eloquence the 7th. So this is the first month of the year. It is the 7th day. Eloquence the 7th.
Cool. I got the fun one.
Oh, okay. What's the? Oh, is it?
Rawr.
Oh, gotcha. It's a RAR.
Rar.
RAR XD. Right.
I got the one if it happens, she's gonna become horrifying.
Oh my gosh. So as you catch up to this woman, because you have 30 feet of movement, yeah. She keeps going, and in her mind, because I think it's funny to mention it out loud, is going, how does she know that she's
To know where I am.
It's getting on her
And then-
hands now.
Yeah, it's getting all over her now.
It's getting all over her hands. And in this moment, she casts Misty Step.
Does that leave the dust behind?
Oh, let me see.
Was she wearing it? Is she wearing the chalk dust?
Yeah, she's wearing it technically.
Yeah. I mean, she's 30 feet now in front of you.
Misty Step again.
Oh god.
I'm running at this point.
And she'll burn sorcery spells to be able
Just
to
tackle them, just grab them.
She's trying to! Who hasn't let me try to grab her?
I mean, you want to
Okay.
try it?
Yes!
Okay, go for it. What is let me see, hold on. It is a
Grapple check.
target must succeed on this strength dex. Alright. What is your strength?
+2. It's a
So-
14.
So, because it's in your proficiency bonus?
Boost 8 perfect plus proficiency plus strength modifier is the save.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
Yep.
What's the number?
2.
Okay, 2.
What
I
is it,
need.
DC 12?
What? I thought it was
It's
roll
DC.
and roll.
No, that's
No,
2014.
that's old rules.
Uh,
2014
This is
has
grapple.
a saving
I
throw.
need to know what your number is for strength. So it's DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus strength. And I need to beat that
12.
number.
Two
It was
and
12. Yeah, it was 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to beat 12. Let's go.
Okay, I'm actually reading what I can do
Mm.
for once, and I can do Step of the Wind without using a focus point
Two
now.
decks.
That's,
Oh.
that's a new monk.
Oh.
So I'm running 120 feet per round.
All right. So she fails. You tackle her. I imagine you go.
Yeah!
She falls, and you flank, I guess, from the opposite side because you're moving so fast.
I forgot I don't have the fun sorcerer ability yet. I can just burn sorcery spells to get back spell slots. Oops, I don't have that yet.
And she falls, tackled. She's grappled.
Yeah.
At this point,
She's just sitting like on top of her, being like,
and she breaks concentration on invisibility, so she's back visible, and she ow.
she looks at it like,
Why did you
I told you it would come in handy.
Maybe watch the claws.
No, it hasn't. It shouldn't have triggered yet, did it?
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only certain times that it triggers. I just have to always roll for it.
Nice. Who is this?
I don't know.
Why did you chase me if
Why
you
were-
didn't know?
Why were you watching us if you didn't know us?
She have her little journal with her.
Yeah, it fell off. Like she dropped it.
So you have fan art in here.
Oh no.
No. But okay, what's your arcana?
My arcana.
What is your
Was she drawing freaking weird symbols +2?
+2. All right, so you're not too well versed in non-druidic magic. That's not a thing that you're common with, because you open this book and it is full of different spells you can assume, and glyphs and writing in a language. What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, and Gnomish.
All right, so it is a common language, but not a common language that you know. We would know this outside of
Elstian?
it's Velstian.
Oh.
Ah.
Do I
Hold your
recognize-
horses, it's not Velnian.
Do I recognize, like, that it is Velstian?
Yeah, you probably can make that connection. That she's writing in half y'all's common and Velstian.
You a wizard?
So you're familiar. And she is like still grappled. So you know what that is?
Oh, yeah, we are in this country, aren't we?
Yeah. Ooh, this makes it so much more
What do you need?
Why?
Could you get off me? I promise I won't.
You could outrun me if you wanted.
Yeah,
I doubt
he could chase you as fast as I'm a lot slower than he is. So sure, as long as you don't run again.
Also.
When you have your
And I have your skill.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah?
I wish I had like a song for this. Like. So she gets like ungrappled, and she says, "Oh, so you know what that is?" And then she stands up, brushes herself off, and she sees you. She's like, "Oh, you caught me." She looks at you, and from her point of view, rose petals.
Oh my god!
A pink aura appears on Luca, and she hears careless whisper.
Oh
Not sponsored.
Great.
Not 20.
And yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
she's like, "Hi."
Oh my god.
Why?
You know what that is.
And that's where we're gonna take our break.
Oh
And welcome back. All right, welcome back from break. All right, so you guys have Karen is taking a nap.
Yep.
Oh, I need. I play
Well
music.
deserved. Well deserved.
She woke up and then
Well deserved
immediately went
nap.
back to sleep.
They slept the longest. And
Quite literally. So, Karen is taking a nap. Dallin is making tea, and Luca and Philo went after our new wizard girl, and as you your pocket sand came in handy.
It wasn't sad. It was chalk.
Your pocket chalk. It came in
She got
handy.
pocket chalk.
Is
She got pocket chalk and pocket flour.
Amazing.
Flour. Yeah, she got both.
The small
You can
chalk-
make bread.
She can make
Bread.
When you
Bread. Bread.
When you threw that
Bread.
chalk in her face, they got reminded of that one school teacher they hated that always used chalk. Just gave them a flashback.
Oh my gosh.
That's how we get them.
Yeah.
Get those wizards.
Emotion devastate them.
Yeah. So 1 second. Hi. Okay. Like I should have checked music before I logged back on. You know what I mean? Like I need to find like a funny.
So
Wait, where's that funny banter one?
Oh, the ba da 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 da
I don't
da.
know. Hold on.
the banjo one?
Yeah. That
oh,
one.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The cherries.
It's not the same,
It's a
but it's just, it's similar.
It has a similar energy.
Vibe. Yeah.
Was she writing about us at all?
If you flip through
I
her thing, okay, you know.
Yeah. I was like, he's
You can
gonna.
catch small, very quick notes of almost everything that just happened, but like from an outsider's point of view.
Yeah.
So like people they're heard screaming magic ? divine? Question mark. A lot of runes and stuff written off to the side. A lot of mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
You can't read that quickly.
Magic hands?
Magic hands.
Magic hands.
All that good stuff.
Brands?
Everybody's
Brands.
got brand deals.
Yeah.
Do they have a hanky?
Oh my god.
But yeah, pretty much that's it. And she's like, hi. Could I actually have that back?
Why were you watching us?
Well, if you want to really know, you're not exactly the most quiet of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sleeping in the designated area. And you were so loud that most people just kind of cover their ears. But
Ears.
my interest was piqued because I heard something magic, and that piques my interest, and I casted a spell or two, and realized that I might be able to. I kind of want to go over there, but you were busy, and I didn't really want to disturb you, and I was writing things down, and I was going to talk to you later after you got settled. I promise I was going to show up
I'm
and
gonna like
talk
open up
to you.
her little spell book to a page where she was writing about us and hand it to Philo, see if she can decipher the magic-y stuff on it.
She's got a +4 in her climate.
Okay. You can make out a lot of very, very kind of same things that he did, but for the most part, it seems to be a unique way of writing spells. You are much more knowledgeable in terms of Arcana than him. That doesn't have to do with druids or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of make out that. Roll Arcana for me, actually. Roll Arcana. See how much you get.
My luck streak continues. That one was a 6.
Okay, so. Oh, wow.
It's magic.
As far, if this was like, a TV show, you go, oh, wow. And then when the camera would jump to the thing, and it's just like the quadratic formula. It's like, oh, wow. You can't make heads or tails of this. Whatever this is, they don't think. God didn't make this. They didn't teach that here.
I mean, she also didn't remember her magic from a wizard. Her magic just kind of poof.
But you can make out like vague descriptions of all of you,
Mm-hmm.
and then dash this. But nothing like specific, like, for example, leaf ? Next to him, but not like where it is or what it means. But anytime you guys were being loud, those
She could hear that part.
And now it is forever documented in this journal.
I can't read this.
Can I have it back, please? Please. How about I will introduce myself to you.
That would be a good start.
My name is Lula. Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Is that short for something? Or?
No.
Why don't you come back to camp with us, and then we'll give it back.
Can I get my things?
Where are your things?
And she points over to the campsite
Oh.
with multiple individuals. I'm by myself. But I have things that I would like to get. You can come with me.
All right.
I'm sure.
So Philo will follow along, and she's just sitting there. And now that she's realized what's going on, she's just like,
Luca's gonna come like next to Philo and be like, "So, what are we gonna do about this?"
"It looks like you have a secret admirer, though."
That's great. Orb.
That's great.
Or
Also, just for reference, this woman, now you get a better look at her. For anyone who's seen Alchemy of Souls, perhaps,
my God.
the TV show, it looks like Naksu.
Nice.
She looks like
1 second, let me
Naksu.
read
So do a
numbers.
quick Google search. This is not sponsored, but that's basically what she looks like.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I can't imagine this woman sitting here fawning over.
You haven't seen season 2. No spoilers. Anyway,
I need to.
no, you don't.
Oh no! Oh,
Anyway,
that's good to know.
Oh, season 1 was good. Okay.
season 1 was good. Anyway,
Maybe I'll just watch season 1 then.
back to it. I just
Guys.
thought it, but
Not sponsored.
not sponsored. Woman, black hair, black eyes, pretty standard. And she's pretty. She's pretty. She's a pretty woman. Is she?
Yeah.
Oh,
Phil's gonna send you a
Dang.
message and be like,
looks on everything.
I'm worried about her knowing information about us
Orb.
and
Yeah.
also specifically me and you and possibly putting pieces together of who we are.
Oh, fuck.
That's why I'd rather her be close.
You're right.
Uh-huh.
Because
Because our descriptions are pretty unique.
Yep.
you get to her little camp, and there's like a little campfire. But there's lots of books, and then there's like this little wagon contraption that she puts stuff in it, and then she goes, watch this. She presses, she pulls like a string, and
like a
all
lawnmower.
sort of, but doesn't make any noise. Instead, as she pulls it, the box area, you realize, works like a infinite bag of a weird bag of holding, in the sense that she pulls the drawstrings and it all folds back in on itself, and it becomes this tiny bag
What's good?
that she can
Wow.
fold out essentially again, and then it just has all of her stuff out.
Mary Poppins bag.
A Mary Poppins bag, essentially.
The combo.
Ta-da.
Wow, that's so neat.
Thank you.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, they're all the rage in the far west. Have you ever been to oh gosh, never mind. That's not important.
This is kind of my first time traveling.
Really? Oh, I love traveling. Did you know? And then she's walking and talking with you guys. She's like, lead the way. So I am from Kirvan, but I traveled abroad to study. I heard stories of far away where magic can be taught, and so I just left.
Oh no.
This is years ago, though. So I just came
Oh.
back, and I was on my way back to visit family, but
I am so worried now. I don't know when she was in Kirvan. She might have known me. There's a chance.
Oh
It's your childhood friend.
I don't know how long ago she was in Kirvan. That was the issue.
She's from
Is it-
here, so.
It's like, how old does she look when I saw her very briefly?
she's probably in her 30s. Maybe,
Oh
Yeah.
no.
She a human?
yeah, she's human.
Hex human?
No,
No.
Even if she
just
does, she
human.
might not recognize me. It's been like
as far as you know.
it's been like a decade and a half or two. It's fine.
So she gets to her camp, or your camp.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
And they got, as you guys do, probably start getting closer back. You probably hear the sound of a kettle beginning to heat up. But we probably take it off a bit early to not let it go crazy with the steam, to not wake you up.
There's also a gnome woman with
a
like
tail.
a tail, and you kind of see probably her mouth's a little open at this point. You see some little fangs, and her hands are kind of clawed, and there's a bird in her hair.
yeah.
Normal.
Let her sleep. She needs it.
What's the bird?
It's a strange bird.
Don't touch it.
He will bite
Well,
you.
now I wish to touch it.
He'll bite you.
So,
okay.
He's very soft.
what's your deal?
Why are you squinting like that?
You look. Nah, the person I know has the white feathers. Anyway,
Do I recognize her?
You can roll history for me.
Knowing that he had white feathers as a child.
You still have white feathers.
Wait, hold on.
She
you
does
said
say
history?
that out loud.
7?
Oh, 7? You don't know who this is?
He's a bit of a weirdo.
Ah,
He had white feathers as a child.
That was the weird dream.
Right.
oh,
Anyway,
dream. A dream.
dream.
Did you have any weird dreams last night? Before we accidentally woke everybody up?
No.
Okay, that's good to know.
Should I have?
If you start having weird dreams, that's a bad thing.
All weird dreams?
No, just weird dreams last night.
Then how can I have it happen again?
If you have a weird dream within the next few days, that's like a weird old memory by any chance that you have weird control over, that's a bad thing.
I mean, it's not necessarily.
What are we
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to
just a
what is she-
dream.
What are we supposed to tell her to do about it? That's a bad thing.
It's just
What do
a
you do?
dream. No.
Oh.
Dreams can't hurt you.
Actually, they can.
Okay.
So I
Wait,
know
they can?
things. Yes, I do.
Oh,
know. I know
no,
things.
I can't dream.
Ah. Oh, that's right. Because you know.
Some of
Yes.
Anyway.
still know.
So, do you know how dreams work? How dreams happen, perhaps? Okay, so it has to do with the god Gamathi, the dream smith.
Does that ring any bells?
Roll religion. If anyone would like to roll
Nope.
religion.
I'm sleeping.
No.
You are meeting Gamathi right now.
I am.
You're in his realm.
What am I dreaming about?
Nope.
That was a 9.
Whatever you want.
Great. Perfect.
9?
You guys this. No, he's not a common god to know. Like this is this is one of those. If you know, you know. It's not like Polynir or Hexalti or Lorana.
Moth?
Yes, Moth.
The moth?
Oh, I heard moth. And I was like,
Not where we can go. No.
Okay. Well, so Gamathi is known to essentially weave dreams for people, and then when we go to sleep, we go into his creations. Pretty simple. Sometimes they can be nightmares though, which that's why you wake up so suddenly. Usually, like say have you ever had a dream where you fall, you fall, you wake up and you fall, knock you.
Yes, but that's not really what we're talking about.
Has Gamathi reached out to you? She brings out her pen.
No, I
No.
don't think it's Gamathi.
Oh.
Because these aren't dreams.
What are they then?
Why are we telling her this?
You can trust me. I'm trustworthy.
I'm sorry, what did you... I don't think you said what your name was or
Right.
why you're here. Just kind of looked at me.
My apologies. So my name is Lula. I'm from Kirvan, but I studied abroad for a little while.
With the
Actually,
name now, and I know that they're from Kirvan.
Roll with advantage this time.
She shoots a message, Luca. I'm telling her to watch out in case
No.
she starts getting weird dreams.
It's so funny. So with advantage, I got a 2 and a 4.
Oh! You don't know who this girl is. I don't know, all humans look the same.
It makes sense. I've not been in Kirvan for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know her. She doesn't know me. Fine.
I'm from Kirvan, and I studied abroad in Velstia for a time. At the it's called the Velstian School of the Draconic Arts. expounded by the Velnia.
Right, that lady.
Uh-huh.
She's so cool. Anyway, besides the point.
You probably don't want to mention that a ton around here. People aren't a big fan of magic that's not druidic.
I know that, which is why I've decided to come back and show that it's not scary and it's not bad. Because wizardry is all about figuring it out for yourself, and that means taking notes. Thank you. For right now, I like you too.
Now?
Well, I don't know. In this moment, I like you.
We don't know each other very well.
No, but she's trying to make it so people don't dislike magic.
Because it's not scary. If anything, it makes it easier to control.
Do you know how to control magic that's not easily controlled?
Yes. Actually, I have a running theory.
Mm-hmm.
And she like kind of looks you up in 1 second. She like,
You're just like, you know magic? Let me tell you my life story.
This girl is not. She's sweet.
Okay.
She has no life experience.
no life experience. Well. So, are you a sorcerer? Okay, alright. So, do you have problems with magic going haywire and causing different problems?
Yes.
You are not alone. I'm here to tell you you're not alone. That's common. A lot of people have that issue.
Has she actually ever heard that before?
No.
Really?
There are many different kinds, actually, of sorcerers.
Do you?
There's
Thank you.
ones that are more connected to dragons, and then there are some that have a connection to the divine in some form or fashion. And there's those that are just, they have too much magic that is in them that it doesn't really know where to go all the time because something in them is not right. What I mean by that is, okay, so can any of you cast magic normally? Like you can just, you can cast spells, as I do.
I
think all of us know a little bit of magic at the very least. Luca, not as much, but...
Do you know magic?
A little bit.
Okay. Well, usually when you cast magic, you have to put it through an object, right? Some sort of source to hone it. Think this can be a focus or a material component, that sort of thing. Now, imagine sorcerers, usually their casting object is themselves. So if something is wrong in here, this is my theory, you could fix that thing, and then your magic, in turn, would flow correctly and be able to be casted without issue.
So do all of them have a piece of themselves, like physically, that are their like casting source then? Like for somebody, is it their finger, or somebody else it's like their hair, or like is that a normal thing, or like maybe an eye?
Now that isn't necessarily normal, to so to speak. At least that type of way. The heart, yes. Well, sometimes the stomach. I've seen the stomach. And also, oh, now this is also, don't quote me on this, but I've been thinking that also, you know, you don't think about it. You know how, have you ever, this, you never traveled, but, I don't know your life. Have you ever seen a dragon? Ever seen a dragon?
Have I ever seen a dragon?
Or a dragonborn? You guys have never seen a dragon, nor have you seen a dragonborn.
Do we even know what Dragonborn are?
No.
Wait, really?
No, they're not from here.
What's that? I mean, I've heard of like the tales of dragons and like a carved dragon, but what's a dragonborn?
So
They're just not even like the dragon that's born.
no,
It's like a
dragonborns are
hatchling.
sort of like humanoid shape
So like
with like
a half dragon.
They come like that?
not exactly.
They
Yes.
come like that.
Yes, but they're not dragons. It's very important. They're not dragons. Dragonborns are not, but kobolds are.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
There are kobolds?
I have beef with the new rules. Okay, but point is, they have breath weapons where they can shoot fire or lightning out of themselves. Their casting, you could say, and through study, I realize, can either be their gut or their esophagus or their throat. They use it to cast.
Okay, but what if that piece of them then goes missing?
Then something would go wrong with their casting, causing a problem.
But it wouldn't
Overflow.
make their life stop working?
I mean, if the esophagus is removed, I feel like that's...
Yes, I know if it, like, if yes, it's an integral part of your being. But I mean, like, if it
theoretically
wasn't
right.
something that was integral to their
She's
being,
not catching on that you're implying something about yourself right now. I want you to understand that. I rolled 8 on insight.
She has high intelligence. Does not mean she's wise.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, this is fun information for the two of you, though. She's not. Like, this is fun information for you. You're probably like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, first off, I assume if there was a way to keep the creature alive without their esophagus, but
I'm
say, for example,
if they use like their eye instead of their esophagus.
even if you remove it, then I would assume their ability to cast magic would be either gone or fuck up. That poses an interesting.
But that's not like their life force in and of itself, right?
No, I don't think that's necessarily it. That would be your soul, which there are the things. Souls. We all know this, right? The souls exist. We all have souls.
Love that Kara's missing this in the conversation. She's calmed
I would hope
down.
that I would
It's
know.
6 a.m. It's 7 a.m. It's morning.
You had it all late night. You had a late night combat, basically pulled the equivalent of an all nighter. Now you're having those weird ass all nighter conversations.
Yeah. Well, you are very interesting. You make so many interesting points. And she's writing all this down, by the way.
I'm glad you two are getting along.
So I think I missed the part for while you were watching us. Sorry if that was already
You were a
covered.
little loud last night.
You were loud last night.
Yeah.
And
And we weren't quite far enough away, apparently, to not accidentally fake up the entire camp.
if it makes you feel any better, it seems I'm the only one that showed any interest.
I still feel like we're good people.
That's true.
We probably need to be more careful in the future.
Yeah.
I didn't really expect it last night.
Yes.
We were a little caught off guard by weird bug.
Well, if you said you're having wild magic problems,
Yes.
the best thing I can, I guess, advise to you so that your magic stops shitting itself. Try meditating.
Try that.
Well, unless you have unless I guess you have a literal object your magic flows through that is in the wrong place in your body to help me move around or something to see if it fixes itself. You're out of luck, at least on my end.
So, if a dragonborn had their esophagus in, the wrong place, that would be a problem.
You're so funny. I think you would probably have more problems than just
Have-
Right, but,
have faith.
theoretically,
Like, what if again,
magically.
like if they had an eye, but it was say in their hand rather than their face. Like it was in the wrong place.
then I guess the magic would not know where to flow. It didn't expect that. Because magic is in itself alive. It's alive.
What if it was still causing issues back when it was in the right place? Like, it was
And
causing
that's something
issues,
different.
and then it was moved, and it's still causing issues.
Out of character, really quick.
Go for it.
I know that like, I'm catching on. Hey, there's like. I don't think you've mentioned to us though.
No, you have to.
This.
She is
It's like,
not.
I'm catching on, but I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Oddly specific.
This is always
That's oddly specific, but no, you have no idea what she's talking about.
I know you're talking about yourself, but I don't know what exactly you're talking about.
Well, the message, it wasn't really like wild before. It was just
Yes, it was. It didn't become as wild though. I didn't have the transformations until after.
She recognizes.
No, they're doing messages.
Okay.
Yeah.
She will notice that they are messaging back.
Yeah,
they're
they
trying-
recognize that.
And she's specifically covering her mouth so that
Yeah.
she can't see what we're saying.
I mean, that honestly makes sense. What she's saying.
The transform. But then why was it wild before that?
I think he was like not dangerous though, you know.
Yes, it was. Remember, I burned somebody.
I don't remember that.
So you said you were from Kievan before you went to study abroad.
Yes.
How long ago were you in Kievan?
Oh. About 32. Time passes. 15 years ago? I left as a teenager. 15, 16.
Do you know her?
You doing that?
Are you from Kievan?
I am.
Oh!
From a long time ago, though.
Ah. Yeah.
Well,
Is that tea for everyone?
Yes.
Can I have some?
Good.
There's stuff in this. I was gonna.
bad prop.
bed prop.
Hold on, I can tell you what's in it. It's not bad.
Well, I didn't want it in my mouth.
Oh, maybe I can't actually tell. Oh no, this is nettle.
Oh. Nettle.
So,
Straight in my mouth.
okay. But using message still is, you know, crazy that we ran into this lady who seems to know so much.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
So, what exactly are you on your way to?
Home.
Where's that?
Kievan, like I said earlier. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Where's Kievan compared to here?
You guys are on your
Yeah,
way.
We're going to
Way.
Kievan.
You're going south.
Maybe we can just like hang out with her. I mean, she'll be hanging out with the orb too, so.
Maybe you could hitch a ride with us. Do you have a ride?
That would be lovely.
Because we
I've
have
just
one.
been walking.
Still not awake.
I hope Karina doesn't like slit our throats.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. I didn't even ask your names. You know my name, but you do not know mine. Or yours. What? Sorry.
Yeah?
Right.
Oh,
hi,
no.
I'm Luca.
Hi, Luca.
Do you understand God, where name?
Carmen.
Carmen.
We
It's
didn't get a lot
early.
of sleep last night, did we?
Carmen. Do you understand Carmen? Philo.
What, do you know her?
Wow, that's a pretty fancy name.
Yes, my parents.
My parents gave it.
like fancy names. It's also just the general naming scheme of our village. We have generally longer names.
Oh.
My sister's is also very long.
What's your sister's name?
You're not probably gonna be able to say it. It's much more difficult than mine.
Can you say it?
This is
My name
Alan.
It's Fallon. I'm from Cropley, but I was born in Kievan.
Oh.
Not me realizing out of character. I left Kievan 16 years ago. she left 15 years ago, so she almost certainly has seen me.
Yeah.
Let's hope she doesn't.
We were like two passing ships tonight.
Maybe They don't recognize the name.
Now, come on.
You know, she might know your mom.
Talon! Oh, I do remember you!
You know each other!
Not a lot, I
Oh.
just remember your mom.
I am sorry, I don't quite remember you.
It's okay. I
been
didn't
a long
remember you
time
until
since
I
I
heard your
left.
name. And I thought you did have white, something wild magic hex field, probably.
Yeah.
That's everything around here. You know, when I went over across the sea, that was like the first thing they asked me is if it was real or not, or if it was like just made up. I had to tell them, no, we do indeed have a wild magic field that's just hovering over us all the time. And they went, wow, that's so crazy, and looked at me like I was crazy. But wow, it's crazy that we just kind of met each other on the
It's
road.
crazy.
It's
Mm-hmm.
been quite a long time since either of us have seen each other.
Very true. And who's your sleeping friend?
That's Karna.
Hi, Karen.
And
I'm
Concha.
asleep.
Right, and the bird Conchit.
Hi, Concha.
He will bite you.
I don't think he's actually a bird.
He's a bird. He will bite you.
I don't think he's actually a bird, but
Not sure if bird.
Not sure if bird.
Might be a bird. Might not.
definitely has the personality of a bird.
Right, so what time is it?
It's about 7 a.m.
We probably should start heading out pretty soon so we can make good time.
That would be smart.
We have to introduce Karna to the guy here.
Yes. That
Should
would
I
be
go wake her up?
interesting. It's been 2 hours since she took sleep.
Yeah,
so.
we can.
Karina!
Oh god,
I don't know if that.
go do
I'll
it
go over
softly.
now. I'll slowly shake their shoulder.
Aren't they up in a
Karina.
tree?
No, they're
They're
against
leaning
the tree.
against a tree.
Leaning against a tree. Okay.
No, you didn't go up in a
She just-
tree.
Listen, I thought she went up on like a lower branch and was just sitting there up against the tree.
I think that would be very funny.
Next time.
Next time, maybe.
Yeah, I'll gently nudge you awake.
Karina, morning.
Morning. Why have a different accent for a second? Whoa.
Who are you?
Sorry.
We have
Morning.
good friends.
We have a visitor here.
Oh, really?
She's gonna be coming with us. She knows Fallon.
Right.
Well, we grew up in the same place.
She's
Ah.
really knowledgeable about magic.
Give me a second.
You were a chance to wake
I
up.
just woke up. Okay. Can I have some of that tea?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can start packing up while you
Sure, thanks.
getting all nice and.
Is it caffeinated?
Probably.
What kind of tea was it?
He didn't.
I don't think I decided that. Peach jasmine.
Wow.
Slightly
okay.
caffeinated. Not a lot.
We should have brought coffee. Would have been real nice. Anyways,
We pack up our stuff.
About a quarter amount of coffee.
And I'll pack up.
Caffeine.
okay.
Pack everything up.
I thought you said we have like a quarter of a coffee. I was like,
No!
You guys probably would have. I don't know if anyone you would have actually noticed it. Fallon did not have any of the tea. Small detail, but
Interesting.
He's allergic to tea.
doesn't like tea,
Lula would
perhaps?
use
I'm gonna
Mage
have
Hand to help pack up. If
Wow,
You
a
allow
whole
her.
10 pounds of lifting.
hey, it's
Amazing.
gonna take down the tent.
Yeah.
You carry
Yeah.
the tents and move all that stuff.
So,
You guys aren't carrying bricks around, are you?
Well,
we carry
this one
so
might
many
be.
bricks.
No,
She
she's
is.
not.
wow, you're so prepared.
you don't have 2d4s
bricks.
worth of bricks.
No, it's only 120 pounds worth of stuff. It's fine.
So bricks.
No.
121 pounds worth of bricks.
Magic bricks.
No, let's use things the bedroll.
So,
Actually, the oil.
what was your name again?
Lula.
Sorry, I just woke up, so don't mind me being a little
It's alright.
funky. Why are you coming with us?
Okay, so one, you were all really loud last night. Two, I eavesdropped and wrote notes about you.
Right.
About everything because you had magic problems and I like to solve magic problems and I tried to I was embarrassed that you guys caught me this morning, so I didn't know what to do, so I panicked and started running, but then your friend Philo tackled me and I got nervous, and then I you guys didn't kill me, so I'm here.
Long
Great.
story short, they're from Kirvan in that way, same place that we are going.
Great. All
And
right.
it seems like Philo wants to talk magic with them.
All right.
That's the short of it.
So, I'm Karna.
Hi, Karen.
Hi.
While we're packing and
I'm
while
gonna be driving the cart.
while they're distracted, I'm going to
Well, they're distracted.
I'm gonna wrap up the orb so they don't see it.
No.
I mean, I figured Philo was putting it back in the carrier that she had on her back this entire
Yeah.
But at least make sure it's wrapped so they
Covered.
I don't think we want person saying orb of magic.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Wizard seeing orb
Yeah,
of
she's
magic.
gonna be.
Oh, no.
I love that we're like taking her with us, and we have this magic orb, and we're like, she's not gonna know. She's not gonna
She's
know.
never gonna find out about it.
It's probably not the greatest thing to have them come with us, but it's like, you want to know magic? It's like, well, just gotta hide the orb.
Listen, Philo might have a really high wisdom and a really high intelligence. It doesn't mean she always knows how to apply them in the best ways.
Right, so Coroner's driving. We'll just piling in.
I guess you can sit up near the front next to me because I'm helping give directions, but I still want to talk to you more.
Yes.
Me and piling in back.
Sounds right.
Alrighty. Alright. And you guys pack everything up, get everything ready to go, and off you go with your new friend in tow. Yeah, time passes. Nothing really happens. Even further down.
She'll also probably be pestering her about adventuring stories and travel stuff and asking for advice on that, because clearly this woman is a very well-seasoned traveler. And Philo is not, and Philo is very curious.
That's very true, very true. Let's see.
You know, I'm happy they're getting along,
I'm as well.
but like, this is weird.
It's unusual given the cargo that we're carrying.
We definitely maybe
Are you
shouldn't.
like near the front, or are you in the front?
I'm assuming she's sitting next to you, but like she's actually
back.
technically in the like
Okay,
car
I
part.
see.
And they're just kind of like chatting like over her shoulder, but then anytime she needs to give directions, she turns back.
The vision I had was Karna
Much
in the
as,
center, because she needs to be in
like,
the
we
center
did
during the
go
cart.
in the same area.
Philo.
I don't know anything about
Lula. And Karna's just like slowly going insane.
How far away is Kieran?
Kieran,
Let me see how
I would
Karna
say-
feels about this.
yeah, go for it, roll for that.
14.
She's
Alright.
fine.
She's fine.
She's like, oh, they're cute.
I have so many tabs open, guys, so sorry. Um,
Like, how many more days of travel we got left?
I would say if you really wanted to, because you got about a little bit less than halfway, but you left Karopole like
Midday.
midday-ish. So you probably feasibly could make it if you didn't want to spend more than a day. You could pull an all-day thing and drive to Kirvan and make it like a little past nightfall.
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys could get there like 1 a.m. if you really wanted to. You know what I mean? But if not, there's like you guys would know there's a station to kind of stop. Like you guys just barely didn't make it in time to line up perfectly 2 days.
it.
It's like 2 and a couple hours. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We might have to come up with some sort of like excuse, because I don't want her sleeping in proximity to the orb.
I definitely think we could say that the weird dreams are caused by their well magic. that they should sleep a bit farther away to mitigate that.
That's a good one. I'm gonna
Does
message Philo.
And then I said,
Why the long
So-
face?
So Thalen just came up with a great idea. Can you maybe like imply that your wild magic is the reason that like sleeping in proximity to you causes bad dreams? So that we can have her not sleep near the orb tonight.
So remember how I was saying that there was some weird dream stuff and making sure that you... Could you maybe stay a little bit farther away from us tonight, because there's magic weirdness and I don't like accidentally affecting people.
okay. Roll persuasion.
We don't want you sleeping near us.
She actually, despite being a charisma caster, is not proficient in persuasion.
Just do yourself a bonus.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't really like. Wait, was that persuasion or was that deception? That would have still been the same thing. And either way, I don't want to get affected by my magic and stuff. Cause
Can I take notes?
Sure.
Yay!
Sure. Yes. That's fine. Just make sure that you are sleeping a good distance away. We'll probably do what we did last night of parking our carts further outside of the actual encampment, and then you can sleep inside the encampment.
Sounds good. So I can sleep closer to you, right?
What?
Because it's her magic. I just gotta stay a little bit further away.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
He'll just have to keep watch for a little bit, and then he can go back with
Right,
her
yeah.
to the actual encampment with you.
What?
You're being kicked out of here.
You know, it's a lovely way. You know, he's still getting over some heartbreak. And
What?
Oh boy. Crafting the story.
You are throwing him under the bus right now.
Am I being kicked out?
just
Oh,
for the
really?
night.
Oh, really? What happened?
The crush on my sister.
Oh.
Kill me now!
He was the childhood best friend who she never fell in love with.
Oh.
As
That was
much
me with Fallon.
as
I'm joking! I'm just joking on your face!
I'm so sorry about this, but it is keeping them not focused on it.
Yeah.
It's for we get to give in a day and a half, and you might not get caught in the dreams now.
Yeah, sure. Well, if I...
The funniest time was the first time that we actually realized that he had a crush on my sister.
Oh my god.
Why are you feeding into this?
And it was really funny because he tried so hard to dance with her that night at the festival, and he ended up having to dance with me instead while he was sitting there pining after her the entire time.
So like,
Not the worst second option.
I mean, yes, it was just funny because he was just sitting there complaining the entire time how he wished that she had picked him instead of those people that she'd gotten set up with without my father. Poor Luca.
You could have just said, just don't sleep near me, and it's fine. You had to add on to the story.
Oh, Philo's loving the fact that she finally has somebody close to her age that is funny and nice and that she can chat with. You have no idea how much she needed girl time with somebody.
At least I'm not toothless.
She does actually chuck the bag of flour at you.
Ow! It was an entire bag of flour!
No, it wasn't. It was.
You said that out loud, right?
Yes.
I just put so many things together. It all makes sense now.
Rude!
You notice now that she's missing a front tooth. No, I'm kidding. One tooth.
I did notice that she keeps touching the side of her mouth, and we were talking earlier about things being in the wrong places.
Mm-hmm.
Is your tooth burning?
No.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hmm.
You got back to where I know now.
Yeah, so she just continues chatting with your new friend about various things. Also, sometimes bringing up more memories to embarrass Luca.
Amazing.
Now that she's like, wait, this girl seems interested in Luca.
Do you talk about the time he ran into a wall trying to climb it and fell?
Yes, she would actually.
Oh, I told you that in confidence.
Amazing.
I don't know why I hang out with her.
You love me like a sister.
I do.
You do care about them as much as they're
I
having
do.
fun pulling at your strings.
Trust me, this is payback for the many times he's done it to me.
What? You always do it first.
Alright. Keep talking. Moon's gonna be writing in her book.
You say as if you
Diary.
you and my sister
Dear
did put
diary.
me into many, many pranks.
That was mostly Naya.
Uh-huh.
I was an angel.
No, you will not.
I will kind of elbow you a little bit. As I knew earlier, you're trying not to say your sister's name.
Oh.
Most people don't know her by Naya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't go by the name Naya other than with the two of them and like parents and stuff. That's not her. Her full name is much harder to say than that, and also doesn't.
Well, I was not aware it wasn't public. Never mind, I take that back.
Yeah, because I don't think that one's really public. Yeah. Listen, you are not the perfect angel. There's also plenty of times where you also threatened to beat up people for flirting with her.
I didn't though.
Only because they backed down? Or Naya made you stop?
I didn't though.
You absolutely wanted to, though.
Maybe.
You do sort of act like siblings.
We basically are. I mean, I've known him since I was 5, 6, 4, something like that.
Yeah.
I was a toddler. The two of them were friends, and then they had me tagging along for a lot of it, and eventually it became a trio.
Do you have any siblings, Lula?
Oh, me? Actually, I do. I have 2 younger brothers.
We see them in Kievan.
Maybe. I keep up with them, you know, I write sometimes, but, you know, you never really know what someone is up to. Unless you see, I mean, it takes a while for letters to get. And I've tried, you know, using the spell sending, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and I think it's the hex field interference.
The hex field
Huge.
will change a lot of things.
You can do it just fine if you're within it, but if you leave, you can't. It's hard to get magic in here. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just more. It's easier to just send normal mail.
How much magic do you know?
Well, on a scale of say 1 to
1 to 20.
1 to 20. I mean, I'm not too much. I would say maybe about a 5. Ish.
Okay.
But you know, on a scale of 1 to 9 on spells,
What a
maybe a good
strange
3.
magic.
What a
Oh,
strange
these numbers.
magic.
I know these numbers sound so strange, but they're very commonly used when you study magic, at least at the academy.
Interesting. So on a scale to 1 to 9.
Mhm.
What?
You can make different.
No,
You label
what number
spells.
are you?
Oh,
1 to 9.
3.
I was wondering just because I know the sending is not the most common of things, at least around here.
Yeah, there's quite a few people that have figured it out and have written it down. She flips through her tome, and you can see there's a page with a bunch of runes on it and stuff. And she points to it. This one, you see, it's sending. If you can see the runes. If you
Most of us don't know runes.
Well, this is, imagine a spell with a picture. This is picture.
Because you have to remember, druid magic one isn't runes, and also don't have setting, and there's not a lot of other magics around here. Like, yes, there's other people who have different kinds of magics, but
Typically, the only people you'd see who'd be able to cast that sort of magic would be high clerics.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
everybody else is not typically that kind of caster
Mm-hmm.
around here.
So it's still pretty much the same.
And of course, I'm sure you know not to, but be careful who you do show that book to.
Yes.
People are going to be willing to hurt you for it. And I've seen people killed for worse.
We won't tell anybody though. And if anybody tries to be mean to you right now when you're around us, we'll all fight them.
Thank you. It's very sweet of you.
Of course.
Not that we'll tell them off. We'll fight them.
I'll fight them.
We'll commit violence.
You're just getting on to me about beating people up as a child.
Well, if somebody's trying to be mean to her and take away her spellbook or hurt her, of course.
That's why I'll beat people up. 'Cause they were mean to you.
Okay, but you were also trying to beat them up for flirting with Naya,
Yes!
which is not the same thing.
Right! It's not.
So I'll say you guys left at around 8 a.m.
Mm.
You guys got situated 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like around 5 o'clock now.
Mm-hmm.
You've been going for a while.
And after like a while of them talking, I'll probably just start keeping watch outside.
Okay. That's a good decision. And I assume you guys had rations. Lula had rations. Just eating, munching. These are the cheese ones.
Velveeta cheese.
They're my favorites. Can you roll perception for me? I was about to say Kaislin.
Yes.
Alan.
Kaislin is here. I can roll perception for him as well. From this crying glass.
Kaislin would go feral right now. I think he would go feral, actually, meaning.
My rolls have not been great today, but at least I have good modifiers to get me up to somewhere normal. That's only a 10 now.
Only 10? Okay.
I imagine y'all are watching out the front, too.
Yeah, like chatting, everyone like chatting while looking around, because she is tracking where we are on the map.
So,
Kaislin, I think, got a 20, so don't worry. Kaislin sees it coming, whatever it's gonna happen.
he sees it coming.
We'll never see it coming.
Alright. So, you see that my mind is fast for us.
What does he not see?
So, actually everyone kind of can see off to the side. There are, packs of animals. You've seen some animals
We're
every
on a
now and then.
safari.
Yeah, there's like some animals every now and then. There's some critters. Unfortunately, it's the stupid wolf encounter from Dragon Age Origins. I hate that stupid wolf encounter, but
Pack of like 12 wolves.
I on my table I rolled to see like what thing you guys were
Did you
gonna
put
fight.
in the table?
Wolves. I did. They're off to the side. Let me change my. Yeah, I'll do this in a second.
On the way to Kiervan, I would not expect wolves. I expect them on the way to Wolven. That's what I'm here for.
See how quiet everyone is? See how quiet
Got the whole
everyone is?
squad laughing.
The whole squad laughing.
Stuart.
Do it.
Why? You're holding it wrong.
It'll
Oh.
That's do it. Shoot your foot.
Pull the trigger. Shoot your foot. Do it.
No, don't do that. It's a fake one, guys. It's made out of cardboard and tinfoil.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of obvious, but I'm holding it straight onto the camera, and it's like, it's flat.
Yeah.
It's flat.
I don't know, man. We have to clarify this in this day and age. Okay. But if you could, off to the side, you see some wolves every now and then. If you open up roll 20,
Oh no.
if you open up roll 20, you can see. Let's see. I'll move this one up. Oh yeah, if you want to switch to. This is not sponsored by Roll 20. This is just the only way I can make it work. Here we go. You can see the
2 wolves.
There are 2 wolves.
There are 2 wolves on the map that you see. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can see them.
Oh.
You might
Not-
want to reload on.
Not on
Chrome.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, there they are.
There you go.
Yeah, you just have
Just
to
click on
open.
Okay.
Yeah, they're there now.
Awesome. Well, let me switch just real quickly.
Wait, one of them is what?
But
They're both there. You just have to
one
keep
is just
that.
moved.
One is under the.
That's not what it looks like on my screen,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, wait, what?
Oh yeah, one is. That's not where it's supposed to be. Hello.
Refresh.
Technical difficulties.
Just hit refresh and try that.
Hold on. There you go. There it is.
Okay.
There we go.
We'll just keep it on here.
And there we go. Alright. So, you see a couple wolves eyeing your cart, and they're going to make a probably stupid decision in this moment. And I would like. They all brush up here. I'll move them for you guys. I'll move them. They start following your cart off to the side. So, come on. Let me just.
We can hopefully just scare them off and not have to fight, right?
Yeah. Just for the sake of D&D, I would like everyone to roll initiative for me.
Oh boy.
No,
I'll
no.
roll for the wolves as one unit.
Ooh.
I'll take that.
Oh.
I got a nat 20 on initiative.
Whoa. And let me go to turn order. One second. Just add a turn. I love, there we go.
Go to the far right and stay with it.
We'll say in the future if we want to for turn order and like initiative specifically, if we use beyond 20, which connects D&D Beyond and roll 20, we can have it automatically added into turn order. So that might be a good thing to do in the future.
I mean, I'm trying to manually add it, but, one second. Here we go. I can give everyone a turn on here.
Yay.
And then I'm gonna just do wolves by themselves. Alright, so.
Wait, no, it's going on to your. It's going into Lucas thing now.
Oh.
But there you go.
Nice. Alright, so, Luca, what did you get?
17.
17? Alright, Kyrna, what did you get?
I got a 22.
Whoa.
What's your dex?
And then, Dallin, what'd you get?
17.
17?
Plus 2.
5 plus 2.
15.
14. Okay, yeah. They go before me.
I was putting 18 for you then.
The boys on 17.
Hello. Is it gonna sort? There we go. And then let me. Can I do this in descending order? Hello. Lula got a 15. Good for her. And then the wolves got an 11. Amazing. Okay, so now we have our turn order pulled up. If you guys want to see that, you can click on turn order and see the lovely turn order.
The lovely turn order.
Yeah, so
Hopefully
first
there's
up,
only 2 wolves.
First up, there's
Inside
Kyrna. So, Kyrna, you see these wolves, and they're running alongside the cart, and you're driving the cart, the horse. You guys only have one horse, right?
I mean, it's Butter.
Yes.
It's Lily.
It's Lily? Okay.
I keep saying Buttercup, but it's actually Lily.
Okay. Lily is aware.
Oh.
Pretend that she has a little token. Wait, hold on, I can't do this. Hold on.
I kind of want to.
There's a horse on there. Yeah, I was gonna say.
There we
It's
go.
not a token.
There we go. Come on. There we go.
It's right there.
Yeah. Alright. Not that the horse has, like, much to do, but just as a... when it can react. You see these wolves rushing off to the side, and kind of from your experience, this won't count as your turn. I just need you to roll survival for me.
1 second. Survival.
From your experience, rolls a 2. You know nothing.
What'd you get?
Another nat 20.
Bruh.
For a 23.
Okay, so from your experience, your expert traveling skills, you know that this type of wolf, this very specific type of wolf that you see, this very wolfy wolf, there's a very strong chance that these two are not alone. And these are the two essentially scouts that go try to essentially circle a moving target. You're not quite sure. You think like, why would they be following us? And then you see, you guys are carrying a lot of food, and there's this lovely little horse right there, and they look hungry. They look a little hungry.
Just let them at the horse.
And you notice that you're not necessarily. They're not necessarily like. There's not a lot of people on this road, at least in this section right now, which is pretty good. Seems like no
Just
one.
start throwing shit at them.
Yeah, so you would probably guess that they can be spooked off, but this is your turn. You can do what you would like.
Just remembered I have a corn chip.
Corn chip needs him. He moves on your turn. There you go. Hard decided. Corn chip
I
moves
also
with
have
you.
it. I just realized I have
There's
an
a stack
iron
block
pot.
for you, right?
You what?
I have an iron pot.
Oh.
I also have a
Neat.
shovel. I have 2 sickles. 2 sickles as well. Anyway, sorry. I'm just like, whoa. I'm looking at my inventory. God, what do I even do? I'm gonna. Can I, like, number one, can I have. Oh, I don't want corn chip to get hurt, though.
He's a wildfire spirit.
I know.
He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have corn chip, like, kind of try to, like, squawk and, like, flap at them and, like, talon at them just a little bit to kind of be like, get out, go away.
Bird actions.
Bird actions.
Okay.
Just try to spook them just a little bit, like, to snap and, like,
Can you roll intimidation for corn chip?
corn chip intimidation? Do I have any modifiers on that? Or
Me and
no?
Corn
Does he
Chip
not-
both
does he
the
have
same idea.
Stack block?
I mean, I don't have a stat
The
block.
wildfire spirit has something.
Yeah, it's a stat block, I
ready
believe.
for- okay,
Yeah,
one
if you
second.
look up wildfire spirit.
You just
Should be in
duplicate.
your extras, maybe?
Get out. Okay.
It's been a while since we played
Features?
one.
Extras. No.
Might be in features and traits.
Oh no, we do have spells into sorcery points into spells. It's just called a different thing.
Okay, but like,
The birds do think alike, though.
Were you gonna go flap at them?
I was gonna go flap at them.
Two
But
birds with a-
I was gonna intimidate them, though.
I'm obsessed with the fact that you're
You're also going to intimidate them.
Barb.
bird.
Bird intimidation.
Summon wildfire spirit. So I'm using confirm a summon wildfire spirit, I guess. Wildfire spirit command is a bonus action. Each creature within 10 feet of the spirit other than you, when it appears, must succeed on a dex saving throw. So
Can you make him appear next to the wolves?
Can I make him appear further away from me? Because I really don't want him to be like right,
Yeah.
which is like everyone in the cart.
You desummon, then you resummon him, and he's on fire now.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I do. But I kind of make him appear like. I don't know if I can make it like. I can't.
Token.
I hate how I don't use Roll20 ever.
That's fine. It's gonna be a learning experience.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
So it's 10 feet, right? So that square would be.
Yeah, this one right here would be.
Okay. I don't even know. Okay.
What are you looking for?
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna put him over here.
Okay.
Give me a token for him.
I can probably find one here. You know what I'll do?
Little X.
I will.
He's here.
Let's go to John's library. This session of a battle is brought to you by John for letting me use his account. Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John. If your name is John and you're not the John I'm talking about, that's hilarious.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
If your name is John and you're not the John we're talking about,
We go.
hi, John. What's up?
How we doing, John? I'm trying to find.
There he is.
I drew that on there.
Amazing.
Oh.
Okay.
It was like his corn chip with a red circle.
He is now.
He's resummoned,
Oh yeah,
but
you
this
might
time
need to
he's a
turn the
red
music up by
disc.
one.
And he's on fire.
I mean, you can move that.
Oh,
Can you move
wildfire.
that?
Here we go. Oh, well, it doesn't really have a
I can move this
like
red circle. So
intimidation.
we'll get a.
Where are you
What are you
going?
doing?
Up one. It was mentioned that it's the sounds a bit quiet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, you
That's
did?
what I was trying to figure out. You can turn that one down, and then I have controls on my end. Because for some reason it's different levels.
Well, I guess it has like some stats, but it doesn't have like stats for intimidation specifically.
Is that charisma?
It's charisma, so just add
okay.
its charisma.
Add charisma modifier. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll intimidation. We're gonna see how this goes.
Hmm.
That's an 8.
Well, it beats the roll that I made for these
Also-
wolves. So
Oh shit.
Y'all are gonna have to roll for
is
dex
it
saving throw.
for the wolves.
For
Do
the
you have to
wolves.
summon him on top of you?
Huh?
Oh, for the
For the
wolves.
wolves.
Because I summoned him
Yeah, she's talking to me.
near them,
Dex
which
save.
we've established.
Dex save.
Yes.
Okay, top one, that's cocked. It's a 6. Second one, 20.
20. Damn. Okay. Well, the 6 fails.
Alright.
I'm gonna
What
roll
happens?
2d6 fire damage
Oh,
when he's summoned.
Dang.
Cause like I desummon him. When I resummon him, he is like a nasty little phoenix. He's
I feel like that's pretty intimidating for the wolves.
when I say a nasty little phoenix, I mean because he was already like a mangy little bird.
Yeah, he's a fucking grackle.
But now he's a mangy little bird, but on fire. So I'm gonna roll 2d6 fire damage for the one wolf.
Is he normal fire colors? Or has he got a funky little fire color?
He's normal fire colors. He's like
It's not a
orangey
chemical fire.
red, and you know.
it's not green.
It's not
He's
green.
not green.
Like a
coming out
chemical
of
fire
tunnels.
and manhole tunnel thing. I'll explain later. Continue.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
You know.
7. 7
7 damage. Okay, so the top wolf, which I'll this guy right here, yeah, this one. I will add in his HP. It was at he's at 4 now.
Man,
Can
Crackles.
you see that? No. No. Come on. I love.
Why do the pictures of Grackles look so much better than what Grackles actually look like in real life?
They're
Like,
nice looking grackles.
Look how
Yeah.
like majestic that looks. They look like little like half dead birds in person.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway. So
it's the magic of CEO Grackle.
he summons, and they are intimidated. So they're not likely on their turn to go up and do anything to you guys. They're just kind of like looking now, freaked out.
Yeah.
They can't do anything at this moment. But they are freaked out. Congratulations.
Yay.
Who has the object right now? Who has the heart?
The object.
Okay. You feel a pulse, like a warm pulse, and
Oh.
there's a direction to it. If you're holding it like this in front of you, are you holding it in front of you?
No, she has it in the carrier on her back.
Carrier in the back. Okay. How are you facing towards? You're facing towards the back of the cart, like you were talking to Lula.
She was probably as
Or-
of now because like the wolves are there and Karina's on this side. She's probably starting to look like. Say this is the back of it. She's currently like partially turned this way, like her back,
Yeah.
but she's looking towards the wolves.
Okay, because you feel the orb. It's not just like heat in general. It's directional heat towards where the wolves are.
Okay.
Just thought I'd mention it to
Nice
you.
back warmer.
Nice
Yeah.
back warmer.
That's weirdly pulsating towards the wolves. Got it.
Or at least that direction.
Probably towards, the flaming bird
Mhm.
that just appeared.
And Kyra, do you do anything?
Um,
Because that was corn chip.
I kind of try to make sure I'm steering Lily right, because if she gets a little spooked, you know what I mean? I don't want her, like, just bolting completely in, like, wild directions, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Roll animal handling, actually.
Animal handling.
And this can be your action.
Animal handling. 23.
Okay. All right. Lily is like horse side eye to the wolves,
Horse
Or side eye.
and then
Which
it's
is
like,
What horse
mom's
do?
mom's fine, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
She's chilling. All right. So that's your turn. Anything else?
If they seem spooked by Corn Chip,
Mm-hmm.
Karen's gonna have Corn Chip fly a little closer to
Okay.
the he's not gonna catch the cart on fire if he like lands on it, is he? Cool, good. He's gonna kind of land on the side of the cart, and just
Oh,
flap angrily.
Angry voice.
Yeah,
Okay.
make bird noises.
All right. Philo.
Okay, would you say there's any, like, rocks, like, in between any of them? Or is it just, like, the plants that are all right there? Like, all right here.
Yeah, those are cacti, by the way. Fun fact.
oh
Those
boy.
are cacti.
That's
Okay.
great.
Is there any
Love
rocks over there?
So you could say the wolves are actually coyotes if you want to think about it that way.
Okay.
What are the plants?
Are there any rocks over
Rocks.
there?
Okay, there are plenty of rocks. Yeah, there's some rocks.
Okay, well, she doesn't want to hit the wolves, so instead, she's actually going to cast Sorcerer's Burst on a rock that's,
Okay.
like, between us and them to try to, like, spook them.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to hit for that? It's a
rock. Nah. I'm gonna
Okay,
say
so I just need to
nah.
roll the type of damage. Then.
Yeah.
And then,
It's a rock.
It's a rock. There's so many rocks.
okay, so I need to roll 1d8 damage, and I need to see, okay, I do not get an 8. So that is at 6 damage, and she specifically is going to use thunder damage to try to spook them with the sound.
Okay. All right. They have been spooked by corn chip. So this also, I'm gonna give them a disadvantage on this one. Oh, okay, yeah. No, they're both. They're still spooked. They saw a target, thought it would be easy, and there's this like flaming thing, and now there's explosions. No. No. It's not their turn yet. They can't move, but they're freaked out.
They look like they're gonna run.
Yeah, they look like they're gonna run.
Okay.
Let's spook them even more now.
Another bird! Another scary bird! That's it.
Okay, technically it is the horse. It is Lily's turn, but Lily's chilling. If anything, she
Still
might.
going? We still moving?
Yeah, still moving.
How fast does she go?
How fast do horses go? Let's go. How fast do horses go?
Pretty fast.
Answer the chat below.
Hey, chat.
60 feet is like in
Hey,
rating.
chat.
It's over 60 feet a turn.
Well,
60
how much when they're pulling a cart?
Well,
Same
yeah.
speed.
People.
Yeah, I'll just say 60. It's fine.
So we zooming out of here.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, 30. Yeah, you guys technically can. If Buttercup is not Buttercup, Lily is fine.
I've got you doing it now.
Then y'all are all good. Please move your characters along with the cart.
Oh.
Here, I got you.
Oh, I just
I got you. But yeah, I'll say you guys successfully avoided this.
It's our movement line.
Yeah, it's your movement line. I'll say just for the sake of time and such good rules, you guys successfully avoided
Are
Wolf-
the other wolves around?
wolf conflict. Yes, there are other wolves. 1 second, and you guys, as you're continuing on,
Let's spook them again.
there's another wolf here.
They look like they're also like, no thank you.
They seem to be taking their scouts very seriously.
Taking their word for
They're
it.
taking their word for it. There you go.
You'll be
There was
alright.
in total 5.
Nice job, Philo. And Karina.
I was gonna say, it wasn't just me.
Do they look like they still might attack?
I'm gonna say no. They're starting to run off. If you want to, you can switch off of the screen. But,
As like we're passing them, I can just imagine Fallon just being
if you want
in the
to.
back of the cart.
I don't even need to do what I was gonna do then, because I was actually gonna cast a spell.
Yeah. Yeah, Lula was getting a spell ready, and then cool.
Luca was getting ready to like hop out of the cart, but
He was ready to throw hands.
He was like, oh,
The
and all
coyotes.
hands. And the two nature-based lovers that don't want to hurt animals.
lovers?
And nature-based lovers.
Nature-based lovers.
Lovers.
Shush. We're like, but don't hurt animals.
Oh,
But we can do this without violence.
I could have rolled intimidation with advantage.
yeah.
Why?
Next time.
You don't know now.
Next
No,
time.
now we don't
You'll
know.
never know.
Now we don't know. But
I
as
can
you
get scared,
continue
but if I
on,
need to. You don't know me.
as you continue
You don't know
onward,
me.
Evidently.
do you guys continue all the way to Kirvan? Because now it's around like the time you would have dinner. You successfully evaded the wolves for now. You don't know. You could
Once
have
the combat
dinner, you could
happens.
stop for the night, or you could push through it.
I think we already decided that we just wanted to stop for the night.
Yeah, did we reach like the rest stop?
I will say yes, you did. You reached the rest stop. And
Right.
all right. And I will say, because this is a pretty good stopping point. That's where we're gonna call it for today. I think that's a pretty good stopping point. How we feeling?
Oh boy, I can't wait for your fun little sleepover and hope that she doesn't have weird dreams with us.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right.
You get to have the most awkward night of your life now. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congrats.
You're welcome. Maybe you'll get a girlfriend finally.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Anyway, but that's all for tonight. Catch you in the next stream. And remember, no matter the outcome, always let the dice roll. Good night, guys.
That was a 3.